Are you ready?
I certainly hope so, because we're about to get into it. We're going to be having a Night of Champions recap with a little bit of extra stuff and apparently a dance off. I'm here with Don Diddley. I am Don. Don Diddley hopefully won't be diddling himself during this podcast. You really like the fact that you got away with putting that name up, don't you?
Yeah.
I'm gonna laugh if
Got
we ever
past the
get
censors.
monetized. If we get demonetized for Don Diddley, that would be the most hilarious thing ever.
Don Diddley.
If that's what like gets them pissed off at us, they
That'd be
obviously
funny.
aren't listening very far into the podcast.
That's true. Don Diddley, the old-fashioned Diddle Magoo.
Diddle Magoo. No, if only you had the fucking glasses. Anyways, let's get right into it. First thing we want to talk about is Alexa Bliss. Congratulations goes out to her. She is going to be having a baby with her husband, I believe, Ryan Cabrera.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Good for them. Yeah, good for them. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's always nice to see people starting their family.
Oh yeah, definitely.
One of us, not this guy, but one of us, take that how you will, has 3 kids.
Yeah.
And hopefully a vasectomy. I mean, seriously, dude, you're gonna fuck your way into poverty. I mean,
I already have. That's why I'm the diddle guy now.
Wait. Already have had a vasectomy, or already have
poverty?
Dude, you told me you wanted a vasectomy.
Oh, do I want one? Yes. Have I had it? No. Shit's too potent, man.
Shit's too potent.
Yeah, it's not summertime.
That's the point.
I know it's not summer. As soon as it's summer, I'm gonna get it. It's a summertime activity.
I don't like the way you're being very shifty, looking around while you say that. I don't trust you. I will come at your nuts with a knife, motherfucker.
Shit,
I will do the world a favor.
I will go to Kaiser Permanente, so your ass don't gotta cut my nuts.
To be honest, if it's Kaiser, probably gonna end the same way. It's Kaiser.
The doctor walks in with a butter knife and be like, "Oh shit!"
Butter knife, if you're lucky, like
he's gonna be hacking and slashing.
Like what are the things? The plant shears. Is the patient properly shaved?
We're gonna have a real butcher situation going on here.
All right. So I believe you wanted to talk about AEW.
Yeah, of course.
So I just want to shout out that I did say AEW correctly, because before this podcast started, I called it ECW like 5 times,
but he got it right.
Yeah, I got it right when it mattered, but I also just ratted myself out. So whatever.
So whatever. Yeah, no, AEW had Double or Nothing, had a big pay-per-view on Sunday. And by all accounts, especially all the action I was able to watch, the in-the-ring action looked good. I was, entertained, and I'm sure the legions of AEW fans were entertained as well. There's just one thing two things I kind of wanted to mention, mainly because like they stuck out to me as kind of like a little bit odd. And I think the first is just sort of the wrestling logic of the unsanctioned match between Chris Jericho and Adam Cole. It's unsanctioned, so it's supposed to be like, ooh, this is the AEW's not. This is like out of canon, but it's, you know what I mean? Like, it's unsanctioned. That means that, they can get you're supposed to be able to get away with more. And if someone murders another person, it's not, the promotion's fault, right? So that match kind of felt all over the place in terms of they come out, each guy brings a posse to the ring, but their posses fight their way out of the stage, but it's unsanctioned. I don't know why the posses would do that, but nonetheless, my point is you have a match that is sort of unclear what wins it, what doesn't win it, and the ending falls a little bit flat. But even more so, you have this idea that the unsanctioned is supposed to promote like some form of ultra violence or like deathmatch rules, right? But then the very next match on the card, it's literally followed up with a match with extreme rules, right? Like, so it's like, wait, so AEW is gonna sanction a match with literally the same gimmicks, but because
my God.
you know what I mean? I was like, how does that make any fucking sense? If your unsanctioned match and your sanctioned match have the same rule set, then what was the need to unsanction anything? I don't know. Just say it. It made the logic on it was a little mystifying.
You serious?
Yeah, no, fuck yeah, I am serious.
I'm having a great time with the soundboard once again, annoying the shit out of Don Diddley.
Yeah, no, but here, and then the last thing is, look, whoever they got to do the band intro for the 4-way match, the tag match, right? Whoever they got to do the band intro, right? I see it, to me looks like the guy's wearing a mask with hot red lipstick, but the mask is black, but it's a Caucasian man in the black mask. But the black mask is kind of fleshed out in terms of like you can tell there's obvious lumps which look like a mask, but it comes off kind of as somebody's face. And I was like, is this blackface? Like, what are we?
The Wrestling Godfatherz Podcast is not going there.
No,
we're not touching that with a 10-foot pole.
But what we are saying is, yeah, it could have been a mask. I think it's a mask, but by putting the red lipstick on it, the taste came off a little bit poor. But you know, maybe it was just the lighting. And
I'm just pissing you off so much now.
No, here's the thing though. I don't want people to think, oh, he's just shitting on AEW, because no, for the most part, everything was above board. Matches were cool. Everybody's working hard, so I'm not shitting on that part.
Maybe get a better writer and. Or not a better writer, but a better,
or just a better logic. Just if you're gonna have the unsanctioned match, don't follow it up with a match with the same rule set. Follow it up with an ultra clean match. Right? I mean,
better logic. I'm not saying you're stupid. I'm just saying you're doing dumbass shit.
Right, exactly. And last but not least, whoever Tony Khan has producing the shit, for the love of God, stop showing the crowd until it's a full patch of people. Because anytime you do a pan out or you pan the camera and you see just chunks of open seating, it looks bad on TV. Yeah, I get it. Late arriving crowd, you're in Vegas, especially for the opening match. But just do yourself a favor, and you can control this. WWE does this. I've done this for WWE, where I was a seat filler. It was one of the coolest experiences of my entire life. I had so much fun, and literally you're just filling seats for people who haven't arrived yet or are going to the restroom, and as soon as they get there, get the fuck out of their seat. But that way on the hard cam side, right, it looks 100% filled. I think that's it's brilliant, and the guy who directed us, fucking brilliant guy. But that's my point. He's like, Tony Khan has the money, let's just up the game a little bit. Up the production value.
We're not saying that you should hire us as seat fillers, but we're not saying you shouldn't either.
Exactly.
There is always need for a wrestling fan with a mask on. I'm just saying.
Exactly. And
I have more than one mask.
That's true. But no, I'm just that. And last but not least, I know it's becoming in vogue to get all over Tony Khan for his big announcements. It's like, oh, Tony Khan's going to make an announcement, and
I had coffee this morning.
Right, basically, right. And it's like I know Tony Khan doesn't want to turn into the next Vince McMahon, but it feels like very Vincey to make yourself the star of something, right? That you own.
It wouldn't be bad to turn him into the next Vince McMahon, as in like old school Vince McMahon. Because Vince McMahon was a visionary.
Yeah, I'm talking about Vince the heel, not what I'm saying is when Vince puts himself over everything else. So like like the draw for AEW Dynamite was
like when he puts himself over a woman and then pays her.
Oh, Jesus Christ. No, instead of like saying like, look, MJF, who, he's a champion, it should be built off whatever his next feud is after he won his 4-way, which he was, I don't know if he's allowed, like not allowed, but I don't know if it's part of the match for him to do in-ring commentary or just shout out random obscenities, but it's fucking awesome. So it's like MJF's your champion. He's excellent on the mic. I would sell the show on what MJF's next feud is or what MJF's doing. And then a minor detail, Tony Khan will address the crowd. But instead, you look at their social media and you look at how the show's being built. It's like Tony Khan has a major announcement, right? And of course, major announcements, what we all knew, CM Punk's going to be back at Collision, their Saturday show. But I mean, I could have told you that before I even tuned in. So I'm just saying, don't bury the lead. Let's up the production value a little. Let's go from AAA to the let's get out of AAA ball and move ourselves into the minors. You know what I mean? Let's work our way up here. Now, yeah, you could say like, oh, did I take a dig at AEW? I took a dig at the production value and some of the little things, but overall, it was a good show.
Trust me, this is not by far the worst thing he's ever said about AEW.
No, it's not. And this is me being really nice. I could have pointed out that Jeff Hardy should be legally not allowed to wrestle because he damn near broke himself on the top rope. And I like Jeff, and I want well for him. But Jeff,
I could point out that Jeff Jarrett is weakened and burning. Like, I'm pretty sure he's dead, dude. I mean, does anyone?
I think Conrad Thompson did some sorcery black magic and revived.
So if Jarrett ever starts going, get the fuck away from.
Here's what I'll say about Jeff Jarrett. Motherfucker's been around for so long that when I was a kid, he was around. When I was a teenager, he's around. And as an old man, he's around. So,
dude, we'll both be dead and he'll somehow be wrestling.
Oh, but you know
what? Post-mortem.
You know what? At the end of all time, when they say, what is wrestling? The only one left's going to be Jeff Jarrett. So he's going to outlive us all.
Dude, I swear to God, like, on my tombstone, I'm gonna tell the people, like, if I die and Jeff Jarrett is still alive, I'm gonna have him right on my tombstone. How the fuck did I die before Jeff Jarrett? That motherfucker has CTE.
No,
this is all gonna be on my fucking tombstone, by the way.
Jesus,
it's just gonna be a paragraph of what the fuck just happened.
But I'm gonna go ahead and say, and this might be blasphemy to wrestling fans, but to me, it's cool. I think Jeff Jarrett does a better guitar shot than Honky Tonk Man. I'm going to say it. Now, I know old drunk Honky's not going to like it because the one time I went to his autograph signing, he was wasted. He was ripped to hell. Old Honky. But Jeff Jarrett.
Get wasted if your name was Honky Tonk Man.
Oh, yeah, dude. He's living his best life. So I don't blame him for that.
I mean, but, his whole gimmick was he was like a low-rent fucking Elvis impersonator. And...
and people with guitars.
And I mean, look at Elvis. That motherfucker died of like pills and shit on the crapper.
Yeah,
that's the way to go.
I'm just saying,
fried banana and peanut butter and bacon. What the fuck did he used to eat? Like, it was fried peanut butter, banana, and I think bacon sandwiches. And we wonder why he had a heart attack on the fucking toilet.
We wonder why, but nonetheless. I digress. Jeff Jarrett throws the best guitar shots in the game.
I'm not sure if the sandwich gave him the. I'm not sure if the sandwich gave him the heart attack or if the shit gave him the heart attack. Because I'm assuming I'm assuming the shit from a fucking bacon, peanut butter and banana fried sandwich is probably not that great.
I mean, I think Elvis was using drugs too, so that could have played a role.
Yeah, there might have been some fucking cocaine in that.
Yeah, there might have been tons of booger sugar lying about.
I'm just saying, like, yeah.
Oh,
can you snort a banana?
You'll be amazed. Hey, there's a wrestler on Instagram. So I was on the this, what do you call it? Explorer suggestions, whatever it's called. The one where they give you suggested reels, like, and you watch. So I was going through it and I saw a wrestler. I don't know who this guy is, but I think this is fucking fresh. He has his opponent in the corner. He pulls out a little baggie of what looks like Coke. He sprinkles it on the rope, grabs his opponent, rubs his nose into the top rope, and walks him down the line. That man deserves a round of applause and an immediate promotion.
I'm not saying we need to get that guy. We might need to get that guy on.
Oh my God! Yes, that is innovative. That is exactly what.
What will it cost us? One baggie of white stuff. Anyways, so yeah, that's about it for AEW and Booger Sugar. Next up, we got Night of Champions recap, and this is probably going to take a little while, so this might be the bulk of the show here. But so we're going to start out with Becky Lynch versus Trish Stratus.
Woohoo!
It was a good match, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought Lynch was going to come out on top.
Hey, what did we predict for Becky Lynch, Trish Stratus?
I think you took Stratus. I took Lynch.
That's right. That's right, baby. That's right. That's right.
Don't. You know what?
Don
just
Diddley.
for that.
Oh yeah.
Where is it? Where is it?
Listen. The production value on the show is so low that you have to go, well, just for that, 10 seconds later.
Yes, the man! What the Rock is cooking.
Did he clap?
No, went into the next one. Like, I can't. The only bad thing with the soundboard is like it goes directly into the next one, so I have to stop it at the right time, or it's just gonna keep going. Anyways, so yeah, the Becky Lynch Trish Stratus match was all right, but I mean the match was all right. The interference, meh. Like I guess it propels Stark to a high status going into it.
Yeah, it gives her a new build because she's obviously going to be feuding.
Yeah. I'm not 100% sure I'm sold on her as like in the women's championship realm or anything like that.
Oh, but this is how you get there as a heel. You have to get
no, I mean because she was coming out of NXT.
See, right. So, you come out of NXT, but this is how you get it. Now she's gonna be working with Becky Lynch, and this is a big opportunity for her, right? Especially because heel Trish, first of all, you're paired with heel Trish, right? So she's a legend.
I mean, I will say this: if you're gonna be mentored by anyone, Trish Stratus has got to. It's either if it's Trish Stratus or Lita, you're in great hands.
You're in great hands. And
you just said great. You cut yourself off, and you said you were about to say great company. You said great come, and that's just dirty, sir. That's dirty. Don't talk to these women like that. Don't talk to these women. I'm white knighting it, motherfucker.
You're what? White knighting me?
No, I'm white knighting it. You never heard of white knighting?
No. Well, the only white knights I know of wear bed sheets over their head. Don Mystic.
No. That's a different kind of white knight. No, white knights are when like the type of guys who like pretend to be on women's sides to try to get laid.
Oh, like the Disney guys that like kiss them while they're sleeping, like the prince.
Well, no, that's sexual assault. No, white knights are like guys who like try to be nice to girls, specific like they're kind of sneakily trying to get laid, basically.
Oh yeah, well. Yeah, no, I'm just an old man.
Yeah, I'm doing that, and yet again.
Well played. But
anyways,
but good match. I like how it ended. Because I think that was a good swerve. I think most of us, if you were to say put our life on it, most of us would say, "Oh yeah, Becky's going over," and Becky's strong enough that she can absorb losses at big events to further a feud. And then on Raw, she came out and she got jumped by the two of them also. But she's sort of that scrappy fighter, so it's well within her character to just, she knows she's outnumbered, but she's still gonna throw down. So I think the women come out looking nice in terms of, where the match went, where the match puts the feud, and it prolongs it because now Trish doesn't necessarily have to go up against Becky Lynch every week or every month because Trish could be on the outside. And obviously this gives the WWE an opportunity to bring in somebody else to even up the odds. I wouldn't be shocked if another lady joins the fray to help even up the odds so it's not constantly 2-on-1.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Lita comes back. I don't know where she went. Maybe she got hurt. Maybe she just doesn't want to do it full time anymore because she's got other shit she likes to do.
I wouldn't mind like another call up to kind of, maybe Becky gets her own like protege,
Yeah, hey, that's how you do it. Yeah, like I liked it.
Okay, so what is your rating for this? 1 second.
Ta-da! I'll go with 3.5 stars. And I'll say this: the match was good. It wasn't great, but it was good. The story was good. There was no major negatives. I think it maybe had it been a little more just, I don't know, maybe if it had a little more panache, you get in that 4 or 5 area. But this is a solid ass match. I mean, I'm not going to diss it. Both ladies, it came out well. I enjoyed watching it. I'm sure everybody else did. Their aesthetics, like their outfits, were fresh. I love how Trish Stratus had a very throwback to one of her, I think I even mentioned this to you before, how it was a throwback to one of her earlier jumpsuits that she came out back in the old days.
And then Becky straight up stole a suit from
and Uma Thurman, right?
She robbed Uma Thurman. That's the only way that happened.
But you know what? Her kicks were fresh. The straight yellow with the blue on the tongue.
Oh yeah,
I liked it. I thought it was cool though. But and it's different. And it is different because you're in Saudi Arabia. Apparently, the women can't show much skin, so they have to go full bodysuit. So I liked it.
Yeah, and I mean, I'll give it a 3 even, slightly above average. I mean, I do think it was a good match. I do think it was. I mean, the aesthetics were good, but at the end of the day, I struggled to give a shit. I mean, realistically, I mean, does anyone here really give a shit about this match? Other than Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus?
No. I think I cared about it because I'm fans of both of them, and I want that feud.
He cared about it because he was horny. That's what happened. He ate that horny goat weed, and then he watched that match and had a huge boner the whole time.
Oh yeah, raging, a real rager,
raging Cajun, right there. Yeah. Anyways, so you gave it a 3.5. I gave it a 3. Let's move on to the next match. Next, we're gonna be talking about Bianca Belair versus Asuka. Now, I think Bianca Belair versus Asuka. Now, I love this match because here's the thing: we both took Asuka in this match, and we were right, obviously. We both really realized early on that a lot of the championship matches were, I don't want to say squash matches, but more the people who had the belts really couldn't lose them.
Yeah, Gunther wasn't going to lose.
Gunther wasn't going to lose. Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens weren't going to lose. Plus, Roman Reigns and Solo weren't going to win. So there was no chance that was going to happen. And what was the other one? Rhea Ripley wasn't going to lose to Natalya. I don't even know why that was a fucking match, but whatever.
Best match on the card.
Yeah. We will be talking about that one next. But this was one of those ones where like other than the AJ Styles and Seth
Seth
Rollins
Rollins
match,
match.
where you knew that the belt was
And-
technically going to change hands because there were
Or-
no hands to begin with.
or join hands, yeah.
Yes, I mean somebody was going to get that belt, but like
Yeah.
it still wasn't really. No one was losing the belt. It's Night of Champions. Someone had to lose the belt, so really, the Asuka winning was the only one that made sense. And
Yeah.
Becky, I said Becky, Bianca Belair losing was the only one that made sense. She's had the belt for a while. I mean, and it's not a champion, and it's in Saudi Arabia. You have to go big in Saudi Arabia. Did you just get kicked out, dude? Oh, there we go. What the hell just happened there?
The diddler got diddled.
Yeah, but other than the fact that we came into this pretty sure that this was going to be one of the few title changes, it still was a pretty damn good match.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
I loved the ending. The ending was like the dirty ending. That was nice. That was nice.
That was sick. And I was like, I knew the Mist would come into play. I also I thought it was odd her fingers were taped. Now I won't say I knew what was gonna happen, but I was like, oh, that was an odd choice. She taped her fingers. But then I also thought that maybe it's just Asuka doing some Asuka like shit. And then after she missed the Mist the first time, I started getting the feeling. I was like, oh shit, is she gonna try to do some dirty pool? And I was trying to figure out how she could do it with the way the KOD works. And I was like, I couldn't figure it. And then as soon as she starts like spitting on her fingers and then she sticks it in her mouth, I was like, oh shit, I knew irate. Right? Because the Mist really attacks the eyes, because other than that, it's not gonna do anything to you. So you're like, oh shit, dirty pool. But well done. I liked it from both ladies.
I mean, it set her up as a good heel. I said that weird, but you know what I mean. As a prominent heel.
Right. Yeah.
And I will still root for her because she's one of my favorite wrestlers. I guess I'll just root for the heel, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a really good match. Personally, I give it maybe I'm gonna give it a 4. Like, 4. Yeah, I really like the ending. It had a lot of good action to it, and like again, it was one of those things where we came into it knowing it was probably one of the few potential matches where we could see a title change. So it was just because of that, it was just a little bit more exciting to me.
Yeah, I liked it. Yeah, I'd go. Yeah, 4 is fine because the title's on the line. 3.5 would have been fine too for me. I really liked the match. I thought it was solid. I liked the ending.
We're not the dude who does this. You can give it a 3.75.
Yeah, we'll do 3.75621934 to the nth degree divided by 2.
I give it pi.
3.14 and a bunch of other numbers, but maybe even infinite numbers. But anyways, I liked the ending. I thought that was really cool. I liked how Bianca was more aggressive in this match. I do think this is an opportunity. Look, I liked Bianca's title reign. I like Bianca Belair with the belt. She is one of the in the ring, pound for pound. She's someone who has the ability. She has both. She has charisma. She has ability. She has intangibles, and she's a powerhouse. I think this will add some depth to her character and give her the opportunity to go back on the chase, right? Because she did over a year stint, right? She WrestleMania to WrestleMania as a women's champion, so she was about over a year. And frankly, I think she does a good job both with the belt and on the build-up. I heard a rumor that now this is an internet rumor, so take it with a grain of salt, that there's potential to turn Bianca heel to make her more aggressive. And I could see something like that occurring because if you notice in that match, there are a few rope breaks that the referee had to, get in the way because Bianca wasn't stopping throwing punches, right? And that's not a very babyface thing to do,
Unless you're Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, but Stone Cold was only a babyface because the crowd cheered for him, but he never operated like a face. He always operated like a heel.
He was an anti-face.
Yeah, exactly. So I think there's a lot of potential if you make Bianca more aggressive and bring out another side of her personality. I also think this is a great. I think if she's going to drop the title, I think Asuka's a tremendous opponent, drop the title too. I'd also like to see Asuka and Io Sky have a match.
Oh, dude, that
for
would
the
be
belt.
such
I
a
think
sick match.
I think they could do a lot of work. I think that could be magic. I would also, what if Bianca loses it a little in terms of like, you start building up her mental state, like she's just so pissed that she lost this and she
goes
feels
full Alexa Bliss.
No,
A doll starts following you around.
No, actually, no. But I'm saying, what if? Because Dakota Kai's gonna be out a while. If what I heard it was an ACL, and if that's true, she's gonna be on the shelf for a year, right? If it is an ACL, that's a year-long injury, so we won't see Dakota Kai for a year. What if
Your
damage
son
control?
is pissed about that.
He's very upset. What if to fill Dakota Kai's absence, damage control brings in a Bianca Belair type? Now you have certified, credentials. You have Bailey, Bianca Belair, and Io Sky. Now and then when Dakota Kai gets healthy, now you have you had a triad, and now you'll have a quadruple. Like, I don't know, I'm just spitballing here, but I think you could do a lot with Bianca's character. And losing the belt sometimes frees you to do it because when you're champion, they often don't change up your character too much, right? It's not until you have those moments. I remember after WrestleMania 11, right? I believe it was Shawn Michaels Diesel, right? Shawn was the heel, Diesel was the face. The next night on Raw, Shawn's still the heel, and then Psycho Sid turns on Shawn. Shawn disappears for 2 months, comes back as like a white hot baby face. So it's been done before. So, but yeah, good match between Bianca and Asuka, and good title change. I liked it. I loved the ending.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I gave it a 4. You gave it a 4 or 3.5.
I give it between 4 and 3.5, wherever you feel it should go. I will agree between those two.
Okay. So next up is Rhea Ripley versus Natalya.
5 fucking star banger. Hell of a match.
I'll give it a 4.5 because it 100% accomplished what it was supposed to in being a smash match that was entertaining. I mean,
it was like a minute.
It was like a minute, and it was hilarious when she was carrying around Dom Dom.
Who is she?
Rhea Ripley.
There we go. Rhea Ripley, Dom Dom jumped into her arms and she held him up high as he pointed to the sky. Dom Dom, just see now that's how you motivate someone. You could tell
it was like
genuine.
the Macho Man, Miss Elizabeth. Fuck, what was that? Which WrestleMania was that?
Like 2?
No, it wasn't 2.
3,
I think it was like
4.
6 or 7, maybe.
I don't remember. But
anyways, the point is, we know
it
might not even been a WrestleMania.
No,
it was a WrestleMania. It just wasn't like the main event.
He's held Miss Elizabeth up several times.
Yeah, but this one
he
was
also abused her, so that that wasn't good. Macho.
He's held her up, but he's pushed her down a couple times. Anyways,
Macho,
so yeah,
you dirty dog.
For me, this one's a 4.5. For you, good lord, dude.
It's all good.
Yeah, you keep like getting kicked out and coming back in.
You can. I think it's because the censors think Diddley is a negative connotation, but diddly I got from Flanders because hi diddly do, neighbor, you know.
You do have a mustache, a Flanders-esque mustache that your son is very upset about.
Yeah, son, daughter.
Is it Todd or Rod?
it's I don't know. That's Billy over there. Billy Flanders.
Billy Flanders. Okay.
Oh,
All
Billy
right.
Flanders.
So let's move on to the next one.
Yep.
If I can find the thing again. Okay. Next one up is Gunther versus Mustafa Ali. I think we kind of figured that this was going to happen the way it did.
Yeah, it had to.
I mean, Gunther wasn't going to lose. They were going to give Mustafa Ali a little bit of a push at some point in it, like to make the Saudi fans happy. And I mean, this pretty much went like point by point how we thought it was going to go.
Yeah, it was
so
like
because of that, because I don't think we need to spend a lot of time on this one. It was like a bullet point match of what we knew it was going to be.
It
And
was a rehash.
I'm sorry if you didn't know it was going to be that.
Yeah, it was a rehash from Puerto Rico with Rhea Ripley and Zelina Vega.
Yeah,
hometown hero Mustafa Ali. I don't know if he's from Saudi Arabia, but there's at least a religious connection.
Well, no, Zelina Vega is actually from.
I know, but I'm talking about. I'm talking about Mustafa Ali, and Mustafa Ali was. He got some moves in. He got a couple of high spots in. He was able to work some offense. He got a few near falls. And then when Gunther was like, all right, I'm tired of this shit, he just did a fucking murderous double-footed drop kick.
And then
Oh, my God.
And then spiked him and beat him.
Yeah, I mean, we knew what was going to happen, and I know that you're about 10 seconds away from beating the crap out of your sons.
No, I'm not even mad. They do what they do.
They do what they do. I, on the other hand, would love to come over to your house and beat the crap out of your sons.
I don't know. I don't know if you know. My kids are a little violent there, so you might
bite your legs, motherfucker.
There might be a little more than biting. Like they're a little rough.
To be fair, you did teach them how to fight, so I'm like 99% sure the first thing they do is like kick me in the nuts or some shit like that. Or I mean, depending on how tall they are, maybe headbutt me in the nuts or something. I don't know, something.
Or you might get caught with a shiv.
I believe it, man. I've known you for a while. You probably would teach your sons that kind of shit. Anyway,
no, I'm not teaching my kids how to shit people. Are you crazy?
You're like they might turn it on me. You don't teach them that kind of shit. They might turn the shiv on me. Anyways, moving along. Next up, we have the Rollins versus AJ Styles match. I give this one a 4.5. And I know you and I probably disagree on this one.
We disagree on this one. I'm gonna go either 3.5 or 4.0. I'm not so far away from you in the terms of thinking that it was a good match. I just felt there was pacing issues for whatever reason. I felt there was I felt they slowed down, speed up, slow down, but it almost felt like right as they're ramping up, there was a big slowdown. And then right as they're in the middle of a slowdown, out of nowhere, we hit a sprint. But both men look good in the ring to get like the match flowed. Really good performers. AJ Styles, man, he still amazes me to this day. I mean, you think back to what he did on the come up through the indies and then through, what you see on the internet, and then you see like, back in TNA and fuck, man, like was it TNA Impact? I forget. It was when I believe didn't he have the X Division Championship? And I can't remember for the life of me if that was just straight up TNA or that was TNA Impact, but whatever. Point being, AJ Styles still amazed me. He did that little second rope moonsault, fucking like neck breaker thing, reverse DDT. That shit was dope. I was like, fuck, man, he's still pulling that shit to this day. So I thought AJ Styles looked really good. Seth Rollins looked really good. I like how Seth has total control of the crowd. And you knew these two men were going to put on a hell of a show. So I was not disappointed. I just maybe took umbrage with pacing, but that's just an opinion.
See, I didn't think of it like that. I thought it was because here's the thing. The only thing I took like any kind of like exception to was the fact that it was the first match. And I'm going to explain why it was the first match, but like, because here's the thing. A certain idiot forgot that the show was in Saudi Arabia and missed like half of it. So I had to watch it on a lot of these matches. I only got to see Cody Rhodes and the Cody Rhodes, Brock Lesnar, and the tag team match live. The rest I had to go back and watch. And I was really upset about that because we were trying to this guy. God damn it, this guy. I keep forgetting that it mirrors my shit. So so this guy and I were trying to do a live stream, watch along with you guys, but unfortunately I couldn't get there until the Cody Rhodes match, and then our streaming bullshit just wouldn't let us do it. So we just said, "Fuck it, we're just gonna stay on this shit, not record, and watch it together." Just hang out. But so it was a 2-man live stream with nobody watching. So what you gonna do? So that's the only thing I took offense to. Your son's talking shit, isn't he?
Oh, he said, "What you gonna do, brother?"
What you gonna do, brother? Oh, he's a Hogan fan? What you gonna do, brother?
I don't know. To be honest, I don't think he really likes wrestling. I don't want to sell him.
Oh, dude, wait until he sees JCW.
No. He's gonna love it then. Wait till he is the commentary track.
Anyways, the reason why this match was first on the card was because apparently Rollins had to go back to I guess I would assume LA or something like that because he was doing some taping for his Marvel thing, and so basically they had to get the shit done, and he had to fly back immediately.
Oh, and by
which
the way,
had to have been fun, by the way.
I know,
because nothing beats wrestling a physically demanding match, and then getting on a red eye. I would assume, but
probably 15-hour red eye. Dude, not even a short one, or maybe less.
Yeah,
who knows?
Because we all know that when your body is aching, the easiest thing to do is sleep in a chair next to some fat guy, probably like this guy right here.
They probably had Rollins on a first class seat, or maybe even a private jet. Who knows?
And depends on if it was on Vince's dime.
Yeah, but,
is there something below economy?
Well, no, I wouldn't say Vince was cheap like that. Not from what I hear, at least.
Were you talking to the women he fucked? They
no,
might have a skewed perspective.
Well, no, I was not talking about.
Has Rollins ever sucked his?
First of all, man, Dominic, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about, and I don't know what Rollins and Vince have done in their personal lives with each other, and I'm not here to speculate on that. But
what
I
Vince
am here
McMahon and Seth Rollins do behind closed doors is none of our business.
Exactly, and I would likely assume it's a whole lot of nothing. But just so you know, Marvel movies tend to film in Georgia, so he's probably not flying to LA. He's probably just flying to Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, it's
whatever. It's still a long ass flight.
It's still and Georgia's hot. I remember Atlanta being
which Georgia?
Hot. Atlanta, Georgia. No, not the European Georgia. Not the European Georgia. USA Georgia.
Just wanted to make sure. You never. Hello. Trying to politely tell him to fuck off.
Very politely.
Anyway, so basically, I think we both really like this match.
Yeah,
But you were a little bit off
just
on
the
the pacing.
pacing, and maybe
I was being very, very nitpicky with the whole early thing because it was 100% my fault that I wasn't there in time. I had family who wanted to do something and kind of had to do it. So, what you gonna do? But
what you gonna do, brother?
what you gonna do, brother? Anyways, so yeah, we like that one. But moving along.
Yeah, and I was
This
cool with
is-
whoever won the title.
Oh,
So
me too. Like I said this in the
yeah, you did
in our
last week.
predictions. Like this is one of those matches where I can just sit down and be happy to watch great wrestling because I give no fucks
Oh,
who
yeah.
wins the title because I love both of them so much, you know. So
And we pretty much hit we predicted everything. I just have the Trish over Bex.
you have Trish over Bex. Yeah, I think we were the same on everything else. I think you were a little bit surprised.
No. We're not. We're different on one other match.
Yes, and you won that one too.
Yes,
Although to be fair, I got Seth Rollins over AJ Styles, and you had AJ Styles to be because you like being contrarian. so you only beat me by one. You only beat me by one technically, but and I love those technicalities. So next up is Brock Lesnar versus Cody Rhodes. Now I will say it right now. I thought Cody Rhodes was going to win this one because I thought you might see Cody in the Money in the Bank ladder match and win that to go in and take the belt from Roman Reigns. I still think he's going to win the belt from Roman Reigns at SummerSlam. I just think it's going to be more organically as opposed to with an iffy like a ticky tacky thing like the Money in the Bank, because I mean the Money in the Bank, most people like. I don't want to say it's dirty because they're 100% allowed to do it, but let's face it, it's not Cody's MO to wait until someone's gotten their ass beat and then run out and say, I'm just gonna take this belt right away from you while they're still unconscious and shit. But yeah, I mean, I still think he's gonna take the belt off of Roman at SummerSlam as opposed to WrestleMania because I think it has to be one of those two big ones to take the belt off of Roman.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you there on that. Cody will take the belt off Roman at some point.
And even though I got this one wrong, I do really like the way they did it. I think this is because remember the pectoral match?
Yes.
Like we were saying after that, like it really felt as if that was like a career maker type of match.
Yeah,
but the problem with it was that right afterwards he had to leave for an extended period of time. Mm-hmm. So it kind of took the edge off of it. This is one of those things where people can talk about it like he didn't tap out.
No, he didn't.
You can say now. Obviously, it's kayfabe.
He passed out due to the pain, but he never quit. Hey, that's a baby face, baby.
And now this is going to set him up to go over at Money in the Bank, completely legitly.
But you know what? You know what though? It makes Brock look good too because you're not going to have Brock Lesnar you can't beat Brock Lesnar with anything less than 100%. You know what I mean? You're not going to be half handicapped and go out there and beat Brock Lesnar. When Brock made his debut, right, he fought Zach McGowan, who only has one leg, and he beat the dog shit out of him. And so they've already established that Brock if you're missing a limb or a limb's hurt or injured, he ain't the guy.
Brock gives two shits in a foot.
Exactly. He ain't the guy
He'll give you 18 F5s and an impossible hemorrhage in the brain.
Throw you down the stairwell, just beat the dog shit out of you. And he did the same to Cody after he busted up the arm. And I like how they did the match because there was a moment there where Cody started the comeback where he's hitting him with the cast. And I was like, oh shit, like could a one-arm Rhodes pull this off? And then Brock was like, no siree, you caught me once because I was negligent on how I was attempting to murder you. This time I'm gonna sit and you have nowhere to go. And I love how they play that off. But it's gonna be real hero shit when Cody wins the third match, which I think
and the only downside to how they ended this match is we all know how the next one's gonna end. 100%.
Or we assume, yeah.
We assume, but I mean, if we're wrong, then it's gonna be like, why the fuck did you just put us up through all this to put over a guy who's probably gonna be gone for the next couple of months?
Yeah. Vince McMahon just pops up and goes, "Trolled you."
yeah. I mean, if that happens, it means that Vince McMahon wasn't a gorilla at Money in the Bank. That's the only like plausible option.
Yeah,
I give this one a 4.5.
Oh, nice. I was gonna say a 4.0, but I like what you said, so I'll go in between. 4.25136.
And the only reason I'm giving it a 4.5 is because I think it makes the next match completely predictable. Like, I mean, I think we all kind of think there's like at the minimum a 95% chance of Cody winning.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, so
because
that's the only reason, because otherwise I would give it a 5 if it wasn't like so predictable in the next one.
And the Lesnar doesn't even need the belt, and he already, by their own rules,
he doesn't need the belt.
He's not going to face Roman again because, like, he can't challenge for the belt again, or at least while Roman has it. So, yeah, I think he's going to give
think about it this way: once Cody gets the belt, that means we can have an even like crazier feud with Cody and I was going to say Roman, Cody and Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, no, I completely agree.
Lesnar. I mean, the first one was great. I mean, oh my god, you're gonna get. Oh, I thought you were gonna get knocked out again.
I'm right here, baby.
Knocked out of the podcast. No, you froze for a second. So yes, I give this one a 4.5. I really liked it. I mean, that's the end of it. Anyways, we got to get going because we still have something to talk about after the recap, and we're already at 52 minutes.
Exactly. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens versus the Bloodline, Solo Sikoa.
Okay, I was going to say
Roman Reigns. Well, it was versus those two members of the Bloodline. I want to say, first of all, I enjoyed the match. I liked the match. There was a lot of pomp and circumstance. Sami Zayn clearly had the crowd in the palms of his hands. And I like how they worked their way to Jimmy and Jay's interference. And then I really like how that went down because for a moment, Roman was on his power trip and he was giving shit to both Jimmy and then to Jay. And then finally, Jimmy was like, "Look, bitch, fuck you. Like, come on. Like, all you do is run us down, and all we do is protect your ass. I'm done. Take a kick to the chops." And then brothers were, Jay's like stunned. He's like, "What in the fuck?" And Jimmy's like, "This is what you should have done months ago." Kapow! And he kicks him again. Ooh, it's getting spicy. It's getting spicy. And they kick Solo for good measure too because Sami Zayn.
Solo was an accident, but I mean you're gonna start shit with the brothers, man. But
I wish they would have kicked Heyman too. Now I like Paul Heyman, but I didn't think they would kick at him also. Just go kick crazy, cacao.
Personally, I give this one a 4, and the reason I don't give it something higher is because we knew 100% what was going to happen at least a week before the thing, probably longer than that. Like, we told you all this shit was going to happen in our predictions, which is why you should be listening to our fucking predictions. But
it's like we write the shit.
I wear a mask because I do, motherfucker. No, I'm just kidding.
He's on WWE's writing team. His real name is
Vince McMahon. My real name is Vince McMahon.
Yes.
And I was at Gorilla that night. No. But I mean, we told you, like, well, we told no one because no one listens to the podcast, but we would have told you if you did listen to the podcast.
Yeah, it would have made you some money.
I don't know about that. I don't know if you can bet on this type of shit, but we told you that Sami Zayn was going to win. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens were going to win. There was no way the belts were going to change hands.
Mm-hmm.
We told you that the Usos were probably going to come in to interfere on the Bloodline's behalf, and then an accident was going to make them Roman and Solo lose the match. I'm not saying our last name is Nostradamus. I'm just saying that's possible. I mean, I might have those powers. I might.
Yep.
We might.
Mercury's in fucking retrograde.
What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know. Nostradamus.
Nostradamus, say shut the fuck up. Anyway, so yeah,
all right.
We kind of knew where this was going, and
of course, and this is leading to the disillusionment or the dissolvement of the bloodline. I love how this is starting off. I love how this is going.
Yeah, just so you know, that was the end of the recap. Yeah, now we're going into like future.
They already know. It's called a segue. Let the professional do it. Goddammit.
Yeah, but you got to point it out for the dumbasses.
No.
We got to slow the bus down for the stupid.
Goddamn, you never listened to Howard Stern. Have you never listened to Howard Stern?
No, I didn't. Don't look at me like that, motherfucker. Radio is for old people. Anyway. I listen to the radio every day on the way to work, but whatever. I listen to rock music. So
now here's the thing, though. Here's the thing: if the bloodline is going down like we're all witnessing, why don't you fill us in? So what you foresee, Nostradamus. Ladies and gentlemen, he is fondling his head.
It's a very sexy head. Anyways, here's what I think is going to happen, because it's already been rumored that Rikishi is going to come in probably Friday, I would think. I think you're going to see the elders, the council, if you will, siding with the Usos on this.
Ooh.
And I think what's going to happen is, again, I really do think that Roman Reigns is going to lose his belt at SummerSlam to Cody Rhodes, which means I think this is going to go on for a really long, the whole council and the bloodline bit is going to go on for a really long time, and it's going to culminate in, I don't know if that's actually a word, but it's going to culminate in
it is a word.
That's good. I hope it's the correct usage of the word. But it's going to either way, I'm going to use it. It's going to culminate in Roman Reigns versus, well, I should say what some people thought was going to happen at last year's WrestleMania. It's going to happen at the next WrestleMania, Roman Reigns versus The Rock.
Yeah, and if there's no belt online, then you can really have fun.
Yeah, because you can actually have The Rock win.
Yeah.
You can, and you also don't have to deal with the whole Roman Reigns wrestling once every blue moon, and like with the belt on the line. And
I know, I swear to God, it's so annoying.
I do think that Money in the Bank, you might see like a tag team versus maybe Solo and. Solo and Roman versus the Usos. Let's hear how many people can we get in there? Maybe Solo, Usos. So that's 3 right there. Roman. So that's 4. Rikishi, The Rock,
Umaga.
No, Umaga's dead, dude.
R.I.P. Umaga.
R.I.P. This motherfucker, I did it again. This motherfucker sat there and said he didn't know if Rikishi was still alive, and he mistook him for Umaga. So,
hey, not my fault.
Rest in peace, Umaga. But this motherfucker,
no,
didn't know that you were dead.
Didn't know you were dead. Are you speaking to the dead?
Yes.
Or didn't know you were alive.
I got a Ouija board. I have a Ouija board hidden
Well, you
right
better
here.
start. You better say
He
Umaga.
says to F U.
Well, no, I didn't say all that. Didn't say all that.
OFF.
Hey, I'm not trying to get no dead Polynesian spirits to come after me. Hey,
What is this?
it's all love and respect. You never know. You never know.
No, but yeah. So what if at like freaking Money in the Bank, even before freaking WrestleMania, we get like Usos. Wait. This would be crazy. Usos, Solo, Roman, Rikishi, and The Rock. You know what kind of match? What kind of match has 6 people all facing off against each other?
A Punjabi prison match?
Yes, Samoans will be in a Punjabi. Oh, man.
I said that just to be. Hey, the Great Khali wrestled in
Elimination
Chamber.
Yeah. And Rikishi won't fit in the chamber.
He can't resist himself, ladies
Oh
and
yeah, I
gentlemen.
can. I'm fat too. I love Rikishi, but even though he did say I did it for the Rock.
I did it for the Rock.
But
Rock,
yeah, I do think that
shit.
I do think that this whole like bloodline angle is gonna keep going for a while. It's gonna involve the council, and I do think it's gonna culminate in The Rock and Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna like get too like specific on the timeline because I'm pushing it all the way out to WrestleMania.
I know we're pushing.
Nostradamus can only think of so much shit. All right.
Well, with that being said, I agree.
Yeah.
I concur.
Yes, you do agree because I'm correct.
Look at that, baby. Ooh. For those that can't see on the podcast, I'm repping a sweater that says Ohlone College Alumni. What up, Renegades?
Boom. What up? Even though I didn't finish.
That was the end of the line.
My college career can.
With that goddamn celestial hamster.
Yes. Which was a revolutionary paper that was written.
Yes.
That just was ahead of its time.
Sheer dumbassery.
Oh man.
But respect that you did it and you turned it in with no worry of repercussion. All
right. Well, thanks for watching, guys. If you don't like what we're doing,
you please shut the hell up.
And if you do like what we're doing, you can.
Have a nice day.
But either way, thanks for watching us. See you next time. Peace out.
Peace.